Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Finance with Avern. In this video, I'm going to open up a new Chime bank account. And as you see on the screen, I am using a referral link. So after I set up this account and the qualifying direct deposits of $200 or more within 45 days, I'm going to get $100, and the person that referred me through the referral link is going to get $100 as well. So yes, win-win for both of us. And I'm going to have my referral link for a Chime bank account in the description so you can do the same thing and you'll get the $100 and I'll get $100. So win-win for us. Yes. And I'm going to go over the process of opening the account and as well as qualifying for that $100 referral link bonus that they currently have going on. And before I jump into the process of opening an account step by step and showing you that on the screen and everything, I want to give you an overview of this Chime checking account because it is a neat account. I can see it working nicely with several people as a part of their financial portfolio. So yes, the Chime checking account has a Chime Visa debit card. So accepted anywhere Visa is accepted. Basically, if somewhere accepts a card, it's going to be a Visa and MasterCard, like the two main ones. And then it's like Discover and American Express. But yeah, Visa. So this is a Visa debit card. So accepted at a lot of places. Checking account has no minimum balance fees and no monthly fees. So that is really great right there as well. No monthly fees, no minimum balance fees. You can open the account. It doesn't even have a minimum amount to open the account. However, with that referral and everything, you do want to have that, direct deposit. I'll get into more details of that later as well. But yeah, so no minimum amount to open the account directly right there and no monthly maintenance fees. And also you can get paid early. When you have direct deposit set up with Chime, you could get your paycheck up to 2 days early for free. So that is nice. I've been getting used to that with another account. Another bank I use does that as well. And like with other accounts I've used that don't do that, I feel like they're late. Even though like I'm getting paid the regular time with those other banks, like getting paid early is nice. Like a couple days early, because you can put your money to work already, 2 days earlier than you normally would, set this amount over in the savings account, put this amount in the investing account, move this over to the brokerage, different things like that. So I like getting paid early. That is very neat. Great feature right there. And Chime also has overdraft fee free. So they have this thing called Spot Me, which can cover up to $200 on debit purchases and cash withdrawal. So that's like their overdraft program name. And then also they have over 60,000 fee free ATMs at stores like Walgreens, 7-Eleven, CVS, and more. So that is more, they say, than the top 3 national banks combined. And the top 3 national banks are JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Citigroup usually. Sometimes that 3 or 4 kind of moves around. Wells Fargo, Citigroup, something like that. So, but top 3, the big 3 banks, 3 of the 4 of the biggest banks, those names. I'm pretty sure all 4 of those. So yeah, they say they have more ATMs than all 3 of those combined at places, like the 7-Eleven and Walgreens and CVS and other places. So that is neat. And they have an ATM locator where you can get more detail and find the ATMs in your area. And also this account is FDIC insured up to $250,000 through their partner banks, which are Bancorp and Stride Bank. So when you open the account, it's pretty much going to assign one of those banks to your account. You're not going to have both of those banks, Bancorp and Stride Bank. You're going to get assigned basically one of them. Chime is a fintech company, short for financial technology. So, they have the design and the app and the login, all the information, all that is Chime, your information where you're logging in and all that, the features and things like that, the cool things they came up with, the way the account looks, the cart and all that stuff, that's Chime. But on the background, the transaction part of you, moving money around and receiving money and things like that, that's handled through their partner bank, which will either be Bancorp or Stride Bank. And also the FDIC insurance, that up to $250,000 insurance, if something happens to Chime or something like that, the FDIC insurance will step in through their partner bank, either Bancorp or Stride Bank, whichever one you get assigned to basically. And you'll know which one you get based on a couple of things. So the bank's name is going to appear on the checking account and savings account agreement when you're signing up for the account. So if you look through that agreement, those agreements have all those pages and everything. The bank is going to be named there, and also it's going to be on the back of your Chime Visa debit card when you receive that. So you just turn it around and you'll see that. And another way you'll know which bank you get assigned to is your routing number. So your routing number is going to depend on which bank provides your banking services to your Chime checking account. And so they have 2 different routing numbers. You'll see here, once you sign up for the account and everything, you'll be able to instantly pretty much see your bank routing number because you'll need that information to submit it to your employer or input it yourself for the direct deposit and things like that. So these are the 2 routing numbers depending on the bank pretty much. So Bancorp Bank and Stride Bank. And some of you may be a little bit more familiar, have heard of Bancorp Bank because they worked with SoFi a lot back before SoFi had their bank charter, before SoFi was an actual bank. They were a fintech company. They're still like pretty much like a fintech company, so to speak, but they have a bank charter. So they're officially like a bank now as well. But they did work with Bancorp before as their partner bank back before they got their bank charter. So yeah, Bancorp right there, that's their routing number. And then Stride Bank, that's their routing number. And also they have 24/7 live support with a real human, they said. So that is a neat feature right there, because yeah, a lot of times some places have 24/7 support with a chat bot or something like that, which can be helpful sometimes. And then sometimes 24/7, through their portal or something like that, a message system. And then some few companies out there do have 24/7 with a real human. So some people like that. And that is a nice, feature for some people right there. So 24/7 live support with a real human, they states. And that secure two-factor and fingerprint authentication, that's pretty much kind of like a more of a standard feature, security-wise. They have the Face ID with the app and things like that. So they have the two-factor authentication, which is good. You definitely want to see stuff like that. You don't want to kind of take that for granted, I guess. But yes, it's something that for sure that a lot of banks and financial institutions have. So they have some features that are kind of standard with fintech companies and banks, and then some features that kind of stick out. Signing up. So let's start right here. And of course, throughout the video, you're going to see a couple things blocked off. That's for personal reasons, my personal information. So, it's understandable, of course. So yeah, I've got my email address in here. So I'm going to get started, press that button. And now it says you're invited. You'll each earn $100 when you sign up and get qualifying direct deposit of $200 or more in 45 days. Cha-ching. Got my email address here. And now they just want me to create a password. So I'll do that. Oh, look at that. And they give me a little effect right there for having a strong password. I'm going to hit next right here. Now they need some contact information. So they wanted some information, basic contact information here. First name, last name, mobile phone number, street address. And once I put in the street address part, it populated the rest with the zip code, city and state. So have that here. And you have a section for apartment and suite number if you have that right there. It states right here in a little fine print, we need to verify your home address. This is also where we'll send your debit card. So I'm gonna hit next now. And now they want identity verification, date of birth, and social security number. When you set up banking accounts, they're gonna want this kind of information to verify it's you and everything. This is not any kind of credit check or anything like that. When you set up bank accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts, they don't run your credit. So you're not going to risk having your credit score drop down. Like there's no kind of hard inquiry associated with this, just a basic verification of your identity. I'm just going to hit next. I'm not even going to hit the part where it's authorization for the Social Security Administration to disclose your social security number verification. It states that that's optional. So I'm just going to not put that. I have my social security number in, but if something's optional about my information or something, usually going to go on the side of not disclosing it or not sharing it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit next here. In a few more details, it states, tell us a few more things so we have the right info. This will not affect your application. What is your source of income and where do I work? For my regular full-time job, I am a healthcare professional. I do work in a hospital. So we're going to do that here. And annual income. And how did I hear about them? I think I first heard about Chime. I've seen a couple ads about Chime, but I think I first kind of heard about them. Did they have anything about ads? I think it was Instagram. I feel like the first time I kind of seen Chime was on Instagram or Facebook or something like that. All right, so that's a few more details. Go ahead next. All right, terms of service for the checking account. I have read and agreed to the Electronic Communication Agreement, Chime US Privacy Notice, and Chime User Agreement. I have read and agreed to the Deposit Account Agreement, the Bancorp Bank Consumer Privacy Notice. And right here for the credit builder, it says I also want the Chime Credit Builder secured Visa credit card after receiving a qualified direct deposit of $200 or more within 30 days. Now, I'm not going to do the credit card. I am going to, have to get the debit card and everything, but I don't want a credit card, so I'm not going to click on this part right here. This is optional with the credit builder. They do have that. If somebody's interested in that, definitely say check that out and see if that would work for you. But I'm not going to go with that right there, so I'm going to skip the credit builder part. I'm not going to click on either one of those because I don't want that credit card and all that, but I am going to do the qualifying direct deposit, $200 or more within 45 days for the referral, but within 30 days, I'm going to do it pretty quick. So it's going to be within 30 days. But yeah, I'm going to skip the credit builder section. All right, it says, welcome to Chime. Download the app to finish your account. So I guess they pretty much think I'm like, most people are going to be signing up for this on their phone because I'm on a laptop right now doing this. So if I click this, it's just going to take me to the probably App Store page. Yeah, okay. So it's just going to take me to the App Store page on a computer. So I'm going to go back here. There's nothing else on this screen. So yes, I'm going to download the Chime app. All right, so I'm just going to go to the Chime website right here with the checking account, just kind of as a background, because I'm going to put up some information and screenshots from my phone so you can see the mobile app and the email and things like that I got. So yes, all right, so yeah, I got the welcome email from Chime, And then it also has right there to get started, fund your account. So they state there are many ways to add money, but to unlock our best features, set up your direct deposit with Chime. So a pretty easy process right there. I've done it several. If you set up direct deposit before with a bank or financial technology company, then you're pretty aware of this process with the routing number, account numbers, things like that. So they state right here, open your Chime app. Once you start opening the account with the app and everything, you'll see at the top where they kind of have things about direct deposit and to get your referral bonus and things like that. So you just click on one of those sections right there, and it's going to take you to a screen that will give you your routing and account number. And so then it's going to pretty much send a form to your email, which is a direct deposit enrollment form. So you can give that to your employer, the HR department, human resource department. And on that enrollment form, of course, it has your name, the bank name that's associated with your Chime account, Bank Corp or Stride Bank. I got Bank Corp Bank, so that's who I got associated with right there. That's who's going to be doing the back end banking and everything with my Chime account. And then it's going to have your routing number and account number right there. And then it's going to have where you can deposit your entire check, deposit a specific dollar amount of your check, or deposit a specific percent amount of your check. And then it's going to have a voided check with, the routing number and account number on it, and your address on it as well, and your name and address on it as well. And then at the bottom of authorization, so it has your signature and a date right there. So it has a nice form that is just built for me and sent it to my email that I can give to my employer, the HR department, or anything like that. I just log into my employer's intranet where I can change different kind of information for myself, whether it be, my address or in this case, direct deposit information. So I'm just going to go in and add another direct deposit right there because I split up my direct deposit already between a couple of different banks. So I'm going to add Chime to that right there and send a certain amount from my paycheck each, every time I get paid to my new Chime account. And also in the email they sent to me, they stated that they'll mail the card out in the next few days. And in the meantime, I can use the virtual card. And so I can tap that to add it to my wallet from within the app. Did not take long at all to sign up for the account. So when I got to that screen, that said download the app, from then it was like 10 minutes or so, 5, 10, 15 minutes when I got the welcome email, and I just pretty much downloaded the app and logged in, and information is there. And the app itself is very nice, clean looking, kind of a simple, minimalistic look, with the features here and there. So it has a lot of reviews on the App Store and a lot of 5-star reviews. So that is good to see as well. And before we end the video, I want to jump more into the specifics about the referral bonus, just to have some clarification and the details out there and to make sure you get the referral bonus if you decide to sign up for the Chime account. So yeah. Couple of things to get right now. The reward bonus is $100, but this one, I know it states that for this reward bonus is between January 1st, 2023 and December 31st, 2023. I wish I would have done this earlier for sure, but I will update the comment section if it changes, to a different amount, or if it just extends the dates for this or something. I'm going to add a comment to this video once I have more information about that into the new year 2024. To receive the $100 referral reward, all of the following conditions must be satisfied. The referrer meets the SpotMe eligibility requirements and is part of the SpotMe referral incentive referral reward campaign. So to be eligible for SpotMe is pretty simple. You're going to kind of do that as throughout this process right here, because for SpotMe, Chime members who receive $200 or more in qualifying direct deposits over the preceding 34 days and have activated their Chime debit card are eligible for SpotMe. So just going through this process where they're opening an account, getting the direct deposit going, $200 or more within a certain amount of days. Basically, I would just say just go ahead and get it started soon, like within a week of opening the account. So to make sure you get it going, but within that 45 days for the referral, and then also within that 34 preceding days as well. So just get it going and you'll get that pretty much checked off easily. So yes. And number 2, referred has not previously opened a Chime checking account. So if you haven't had a Chime checking account before, you'll be eligible for this. New customers only. Number 3, referred opened a new account between January 1st, 2023 and December 31st, 2023. And then number 4, referred opened the new account using the referral's unique referral link. So you just got to make sure you click on the referral link and just go from there with signing up for the account. Don't go to the Chime website and just start an account there. Start from the referral link. So definitely click on that. And I have my referral link down in the description. So check that out. If you do go through that, I thank you. That's awesome. One way of supporting the channel. And then number 5, it states that referred received in the new account a qualifying direct deposit within 45 calendar days of opening the account. So like I stated, get that direct deposit going as soon as possible. So you'll meet that deadline right there. So number 6 right here, referred activated their physical Chime Visa debit card within 14 days of receiving a qualifying direct deposit. So as soon as you get the debit card, basically just go ahead and activate it, within a day or two. Just, I like to do these things just as I get them. So I'm not thinking like, oh, when was the date that I got this, or how many days has it been since I direct deposit, things like that. Just get the process going. All right, so qualifying direct deposit, that is important. What is a qualifying direct deposit? So for Chime and for this referral bonus and everything, they state that a qualifying direct deposit is a deposit of $200 or more by automated clearing house, ACH. You've seen that before, likely, if you've dealt with banking. So that $200 or more by ACH has to come from your employer, a payroll provider, gig economy payer, which gig economy is like, DoorDash, Uber, places like that. That's the gig economy, service economy. People call it different things, but that's the gig economy right there. So gig economy payer, or benefits payer, or a deposit by original credit transaction, OCT, from your gig economy payer. So those are the places and ways that you will get a qualifying direct deposit. So you want to make sure it's $200 at least or more and comes from one of those areas. Now, let's talk about what is not a qualifying direct deposit. So bank ACH transfer, so just transferring money from another bank to this account, is not eligible. Pay anyone transfers, those kind of like, pay to person, P2P payments, things like that, that's not eligible. Verification or trial deposits from financial institutions, peer-to-peer transfers from places like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, things like that, that's not eligible for this. Now, you could do those things, transfer money from another bank to Chime and transfer money from Chime to another bank for sure. Like that, those things are, definitely things you could do for sure. However, for this qualifying direct deposit, this is for the qualifying direct deposit. This isn't saying what you can or can't do with this account. This is for the qualifying direct deposits. Let me make that clear for sure again. All right. And so what also is not a qualifying direct deposit? Mobile check deposits. That is not a qualifying direct deposit. Cash loads or deposits, one-time direct deposits, such as tax refunds or other similar transactions, and any deposit to which Chime deems to not be legitimate or not qualifying direct deposit. So you see it up there on the screen, and I've talked about it right there. So those are examples of what's not a qualifying direct deposit. And it states that members will be enrolled in SpotMe automatically. So that's not something you'll have to sign up for or anything like that. Once you meet the eligibility for that, you'll just be enrolled in it automatically. And it doesn't cost anything or anything like that. So it's just something like a neat feature. Some people may use it, some people may not use it. You'll be signed up for it once you're eligible for it automatically. So yes, that is the video, you all. Some information about Chime, the process of opening a new checking account with Chime, going over the, app sum, and going over the direct deposit and the referral bonus, all of that, all wrapped into this video. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.